Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Hozy. Today's beverage is a nice relaxing calming cup of chamomile tea. We've went fairly default beverage on this one. Either way, welcome back to Hozy and what is probably going to be a bit of a bittersweet episode, truth be told, because it's most likely going to be the last one of the mini-series, because previously we did the dream/nightmare sequence location. I think some substances have been consumed before before this one was created, and it was a bit all over the place. We had carpets on the wall and lamps on the ceiling and TVs just hanging from light fittings and all sorts of stuff. It was just it was different, put it that way. And well, in this one we're going to have a look at the lighthouse, which I think is the last remaining level. So yeah, let's see what it has to offer. If nothing else, it's going to be a very different perspective and form factor and layout. Lighthouse, this is the secret project, so we will start. And well, let's see what state it's in. So it is already a lovely looking place. It's actually been changed by the look of it. There is the lamp and the sort of Fresnel, is it the Fresnel lens that goes around? I actually watch a couple of YouTube channels. One of them is about a guy that actually maintains lighthouses, goes out and does them up. And there was a recent video, I can't remember who basically was describing like what the deal is with lighthouses and stuff. They're actually quite interesting if you're into that sort of thing, you understand, which I am. But anyway, anything niche on YouTube we have a look at. So we can see it has been sort of done up, and this is where people are living in. I'm trying to think if there's any people. Oh, you can lower the light and such. Oh, that's really nice. There you go. So when we load it, turns on, and you can also open these up, but it does alter the stained glass. I was going to say, who lives in a lighthouse? Was it Jonathan Creek? No, they live in a windmill. That's going back about 20, 30 years, speaking to the young crowd. Anyway, I digress. Let's get on with stuff. Tasks: clean the floor, dry wall, clean window, tile the wall, tile the floor, fix the stairs. You know what? I would argue that fixing the stairs is the most important task. Okay, so these are the stairs here. Yes, they are. So we want to make things safe before anything else, because, well, if you're up a height with lots of water around you, guess what you want? You want things to be safe. Oh, there's another YouTube channel as well, and they're restoring some lighthouses in a bay in America, some place. Anyway, again, I digress. Waffle. Let's go ahead and clean the floor here. So this is like a landing area, and we'll do this. I wonder if there's anyone that does live in a converted lighthouse. There will be. There has to be. You know, just by the law of averages, there's someone that's thought, you know what, that's going to be a really good place to live. I know there's people that live in like water towers that have been sort of done up, as well as water towers, as well as windmills and stuff. I think that is actually quite a common one. Yeah, and old like coach houses and stuff like that. If you're into your build and renovation and stuff, there's all manner of things you can watch. One of the great things about YouTube is that you can often find them on there as well. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we will get this all painted up. So you see I'm doing the outside first here. No real reason than this is just where we've started. I definitely want to do the stairs first and make sure the railings are not rusting. You don't want to lean on the railing and then just hear a splash. You don't want that. That's definitely not what you want to hear. So let's just finish off the painting here. Very striking, bold colours, isn't it, for this place? And I think that is all done. So clean the floor is now completed, and dry the walls. So we've got a hairdryer here. Oh, nice! So we can just dry all the walls off. I don't know if this is a proper renovation technique of using a hairdryer to get rid of the damp. I don't think that's going to be a long-term solution. But then again, I'm not a builder, so I don't know. Maybe some people have done this when it's been permanent, but there you go. We'll get this done best we can. Dry the wall. Here we go. That's all good. And where do we go here? So it is clean the windows, tile the walls, tile the floors. So we have clean the windows. We'll do that. I actually think this is going to be a bit of a nightmare, truth be told, because of where because of the orientation. Right. Okay. Let's go for this. And that's it. So go up and down, get this all sorted. Yeah, just obviously things are in the way. So let's get this lighthouse up and running, and get it back into business. No, it's a living quarters. I was watching a renovation project before, and it wasn't a lighthouse, but it was something. It was something like, it's like alternate living and such, and there's loads of channels about that sort of thing, whether it be off-grid living or sustainable living or living in like a skip that's been converted in a like a capital city that's like got rent that's like 47 generic units currency an hour to live there. And yeah, I think one of the places that was done it was like an old water tank from a steam railway, and was like water. There was like a water tank on the top, and then down below was like an old coach house type of thing, and they convert the whole thing. It was fantastic. Right. Anyway, we need to tile the. We need to tile the wall and the floor, and well, I'm going to assume that these are the tiles for the wall because they're going in, and yeah, there's 4 of them. I didn't want to do I mean, I could have done the floor in the same tiles, could I? No, I don't think it's going to let me. There's that done. And then the floor, which is going to be... It's going to be a nightmare. So, we've got these tiles, which are... Thankfully, they are a mixed tile, like, pattern. So you've got almost your diner style of tile, which is your black and white tiles. Luckily, we don't have to place those individually. But again, another great detail of the game is that the obviously texture's all different now because we've got a more, a shinier surface. So the stained glass just pops on that one. And this is where I am looking forward to it, but I don't know how this is going to work. Okay. Huge things. Let's break this down. Is that a door there? It is a door. So, we have, in order of left to right, huge things, other, wall times 2, tech. Let's go with huge things. And we get a sofa. I believe that's a Chesterfield. All the sort of buttoned back as well. And all the seating in here. And some cabinetry. The lighting is so lovely in this game. It's just beautiful. I just move things around. The problem with, this in general is that where do you put stuff? Like, it's difficult because, it's either round or... Is this hexagon? Because they are the bestagons. No, it's octagonal. Okay. So, you have to be careful where you place things. And obviously sometimes they're going to look a little bit silly. See, that looks lovely. That looks lovely there, mainly because of the veneer on the top and the way the stained glass goes on it. But I need to be careful where this goes. Now I'm looking for a chair. That's a little side table. Can I place this outside? I think I will place this outside. I don't think that's necessarily outside furniture, but it does fit in. And the sofa goes there, and this can go in the corner. And we got plants on this big pedestal. Coffee table. Very old school furniture. Nice rocking chair. One thing I don't want at the top of a lighthouse, and there's many things, is a strong breeze and unstable furniture. When a furniture is designed to rock, I don't think I need that in my life. Oh, I've got a chest. Alright. Okay. I'll place that in here. And there's a wicker chair. Another comfy chair. Right, that's definitely going to go in here. The leather chair. Then this one we'll place in... Well, I'll keep that here. We'll place this one maybe there. So you either rock back and you smash through the window, go essentially 10 or 12 feet and crash into tiled flooring. That'd hurt. Or you go forward over the railing and down, in which case your guess is as good as mine. Wicker chair. Do you want the wicker in? I'm going to place it outside for now. We'll see what the other stuff is. We got an inkwell. There we go. We got like a desktop toy thing. It's like a planet. We got what's this? A trophy. We'll place up there. Got in a wooden bowl, which will go in here. A lamp, which I can place there, like so. I mentioned previously about, I believe they were doing a new game plus, and I think that was to do, a lot of it was to do with like lighting. Oh, is that a drinks globe? It is. There you go. So it's a globe with drinks in it. Okay, we got an urn, which I think will go there. Got a lamp of some kind. A picnic basket, which I'm going to place there. If there was another table outside, it would be nice. There's another cup. So I'm sort of placing trophies up here. What I'm concerned about is, yeah, those stacking up like that. That's what I didn't want. Okay. I might have to place this outside. Yeah, what I'm thinking might happen here is we get some wall furniture that is shelving. I don't think that's unreasonable to assume, because there's 2 sets of wall stuff. Oh, that's cool. There's a telescope. Put the telescope in there. Just going to bring it a little bit closer this way. Whoa! Okay, game's fighting me again. The reason I'm doing that is just so, like, I like to make things look good, hopefully decent in a certain orientation. And that's the orientation we're mainly working with. There's another lamp, little lantern, a bucket for something, and a fishing rod. Okay, well actually then, that can go over there, and the bucket and the lantern can go here. Can I place it on top of the railing? I cannot, sadly. That can go there. And then the fishing rod, I'm going to put against the railing like that. I've got some Wellingtons. One can go there, the other one, which I'm guessing is going to go on there. And, oh, bird cage. Yeah, there you go. That's actually animated as well. Yeah. Can I hang it up? No. On the ground doesn't seem to be right. I don't think there would be. We could place it there, maybe put the ball there. Yeah. Okay. What's that? Oh, it's a darts competition trophy, I think. Okay, I'm going to go for wall. And we got different lighting options. And that's a radio, is it? Yes. Some more lighting. There's a life buoy. Life ring. Can I hang it up here? Be nice if I could, but I don't think I can. No. Okay. Can't place it out there. It's going to have to go inside. So up here, maybe? Yes. There is some oars. Is that one of them? I was going to say the... Oh! Got all sorts of fishing memorabilia here. And what's that? Is that darts? Oh, there's the darts! Okay. What I'll do then, I'm going to move the radio to... I'm going to move it out the way so that the person can actually play darts. I'm going to put the darts trophy on top of the dart board. Can I do that? Yes, I can. And I know the light there is suboptimal. I'll actually bring the dart board down a bit. That's actually Morse code. Does that actually mean anything? Hopefully it's not SOS. Is that 3 dots, 3 dashes, 3 dots, or the other way around? That feels like it could be either random or one of those things that someone has put in as a Easter egg. There's a bell, which I will put near the door, like that. Other wall items are some pictures, which I'm going to place on in the panels. Just have to be careful because of where the oars are. Oh, I've done it now, haven't I? I've moved these and they're not going to fit in. Yeah, I don't like that. Alright, okay. I'm going to have to move these again. Move that down. Move that down, move that up. Yeah, that's better. So I might place these. I like them in the middle of the panel. No, it just doesn't really go. Like that, maybe. The dartboard back up. Let's bring this box back in. Oh, we got a beetle collection now. No, what's that though? It's like a large house of some kind. There's a mirror. I would argue that there's not enough wall space to realistically put stuff. Especially, you know, where I've put cabinetry and stuff like that. It's a bit of a problem, actually. Because obviously you wouldn't want to place a mirror near the dartboard. You can't place it up here. Look at the difference the lighting makes. It's almost got like a water effect on it. Right. I'll have to place No, I don't know if that's a mirror. I think it is a mirror. I'll have to place it there, but I really wouldn't personally like it there. We've got some... What's that? Little fresco. Some rocks and such. Okay. Ring the bell. There's probably the... Yeah, the owner of this thing, or at least the person who lives here. Some more art, which you can do that so it swings about. Can I place it up here? That feels like a bit of a... Yeah, a bit of a... Maybe a missing opportunity there. To place things hanging up outside. No, can't do that. Can't do that. So I don't really have much of a choice. And then finally tech, which I have no idea what this could be. We've got a projector, which just projects the old, yeah, similar. Well, it's similar stuff that we've seen previously. It's the... What is it again? It's jellyfish. Yes, jellyfish. Okay. So, I mean, I could place it wherever. I'll place it there for now, as if the person's working on it, but I'm going to turn it off. There's a gramophone. Place it there. That is a... Is that a clock? Don't know what that is. What is that? Oh, it is, yeah, it's a clock. Little analog clock. Which I can put up there. And that would be that done. Okay. Put this picnic basket a little bit closer. Bring that a little bit further in. Just move these about. Okay. Obviously, there's a bit missing in the middle. I would definitely get a rug to tie the room together in there. I don't know if you would put something in the middle. Like the bird cage. But then that just reminds me of the room games where you've got a box in the middle of the room and you have to do something. You can see we can open and close these. That clips into that, but there's nothing much we can do about it. Okay. I would argue one of the most interesting levels. Let's go ahead and just check the filters for one last time. Yeah. The CCTV almost feels a bit creepy there. There's them done. And, well, that is the lighthouse. It's difficult to get it all in shot, but it is there. We will finish. And with that, the final message. Looks like we will continue the family business. Which is... Well, is this going to be the full family throughout the years? There has been story threads, obviously, throughout the game. I'm not 100% on them. Not even 10% of it, truth be told. And I assume that is deliberate. But that's been a bit of Hozy. As I said, bit of a bittersweet episode because that is all of the levels in the game. We started off in this apartment here in the top. We did that up. We went over to the workshop. We then went to... Was it next door? I think it might have been next door, which was the performance area / living area. It was either that or the really skinny apartment, then the treehouse, then the cafe, then the escape room dream sequence thing, and then finally the lighthouse in the background there. That's been a bit of Hozy. Yeah, bit of a mini series. I say that, but it was what, 9 levels? Yeah, very much enjoyed that. Obviously it's not for everybody. It's not a mechanic heavy game. It is very chill, expressive, creative, but it has a lot more detail than a lot of the contemporaries. Certainly with the lighting and like the physics of the cleanup and stuff like that, and just, I don't know, it just has a little bit extra, just that little bit extra that a lot of things lack. So looking forward to see what they do with it, whether that be DLCs, updates, expansions, sequels, whatever. I think, as I said, they're working on New Game Plus, which might be out by the time you watch this video. I don't know, but I think that was just like same locations but different takes on it. So you might have new lighting, different time of day, maybe slightly different weather and sounds and things to furnish it with, things like that. And then maybe they'll add more levels, hopefully. And if that is the case, then I will come back and have a look at it. Let me know what you think in the comments. If nothing else, I hope you have enjoyed this mini-series and had a chill one. If you like this sort of thing, let me know in the comments. If you have any tips, comments, suggestions for other such games, would like to hear them too. Thanks so much for watching. Take care of yourself. And generic partings.